Well, howdy, I'm John Mark Dempsey, and again, we're having our second cup of coffee conversation here with Ronnie Wilson, who's our Hopkins County Master Gardener. Well, we're well into the spring now, and we were talking a few weeks ago, and it was kind of iffy as to whether it was time to plant your vegetables and what have you. But now there's Katie bar the door.
That's right. The door is wide open.
We're ready to go.
You bet.
In fact, are we getting too late for anything?
I don't think so. I think, the middle of April, you might be getting a little late to plant tomatoes. You want to plant them early as possible to ensure you have a long fruiting season, so you get lots of tomatoes before they die out in the summer heat.
So by mid-April,
I would think so.
Get the tomatoes in.
Yeah.
Tomatoes are the most popular vegetable that people grow in northeast Texas.
It's king of the garden.
Sure.
Everybody wants that tomatoes fresh from the garden. The taste is just, you can't compare it to anything you buy in the grocery store.
Yeah. What varieties of tomatoes work best in this area?
Okay. For me, I'm partial to Celebrity. It's a medium-sized fruit, but it's a heavy producer. Along with Celebrity, I've had pretty good success with a couple of the yellow tomato varieties. But after Celebrity, probably my favorite is the Sweet 100, the cherry tomatoes.
Yeah. Little small tomatoes.
Real small tomatoes. I have cherry tomatoes that will produce tomatoes even past Thanksgiving. They just don't, and they produce during the heat. That's one of my favorites. That's why I like it.
Now you are at this point you're planting plants that you buy that have already been grown to some extent in the lawn and garden shop.
For tomatoes, yes and no. I've got a variety of cherry tomato that a neighbor gave to me 4 or 5 years ago, and it produced so well, I've just been saving the seeds. So I've got several of those cherry tomatoes that I plant.
Well, that's what I'm getting at. Would you plant from seeds at this late date?
Not now.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
The seeds need to be started back in February.
That's what I figured. So you're looking at what you refer to them as sets sometimes, or
onions come in sets, as far as I know, but there's a local store, several.
Sure.
That sell plants, and sometimes you can get a good quality vegetable plant for 99 cents.
Oh, sure.
You can't go wrong with that.
Right. What else is successful and popular in Hopkins County?
Oh, beans.
What variety of beans?
Green beans.
Green beans.
Kentucky Wonder. That's a good one. Peas, both cream peas and purple hull black-eye peas. Those will do great even during the heat of the summer. Right now it's time to plant squash. I planted squash, zucchini, what else? Beans, peas, tomatoes, peppers. Peppers are good to plant now. It will take them a few weeks to establish, and maybe even longer, to actually produce peppers, but plant them now so that they can get established before the summer heat gets here.
These are all things you've been planting just in the last few days?
Yep. I planted most everything on Monday.
What size is your garden?
Well, I have several.
Do you?
One is probably 100 by 40.
Wow.
And then I've got a couple others that probably 40 feet by 200. And my wife has made me plant a couple of pollinator gardens where we plant things just for the bees to come.
Right.
So, yeah, we plant a lot.
What mistakes do people make because not everybody's a master gardener, so what mistakes do people make when they're trying to get tomatoes or anything else going? this time of year especially?
This time of year, not watching the weather, because a frost can sneak in anytime the temperature gets 40 degrees or a little below. And if that is predicted, you need to get out and cover up your plants. I just use the old containers that the plants came in. You know, the 1 gallon container pots, just put them on top.
I see.
And your plants will be protected from the frost. But that and not watering sufficiently are probably the two biggest things.
And how much water do they need, or how do you know that you're providing enough water?
Everybody has a finger, I think. You stick it in the dirt, and if it's moist, down an inch or two, you're good.
Okay.
If it's not, then you need to water. And tomatoes will show a lack of water pretty quickly. The goal is to keep your vegetables at a consistent moisture. So it's not too dry. It doesn't get dry and then get flooded and go back to dry. Try to keep it consistent.
Fertilizer?
Yes. Once they're established, I don't fertilize mine until like a week or so after I plant them, and then a very light fertilize, and hit them with some food every couple of weeks after that.
Miracle Grow good?
Yes, some varieties of Miracle Grow. You have to look at the numbers. A general lawn food is what I use most of the time. We talked about a 3-1-2 ratio fertilizer. That'd be a 15-5-10. That's what I'm using right now.
Okay. We're out of time, but everything in the full sun, obviously.
Oh, you bet.
Right.
Katie bar the door, like you said.
All right. It's time for it then. Well, great, Ronnie. Thanks for having the second cup of coffee with us again. Ronnie Wilson, Master Gardener for Hopkins County, one of the many. And I'm John Mark Dempsey, and this is KSST.